Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and on this one I'm going to compare Soldano SLO-100 100-watt tube amp into neural DSP's Soldano SLO-100X plugin. The signal chain: guitar, ESP Mirage Deluxe from the 80s with EMG 81 and SA single coil, then into ABI switch, it's Radial's Twin C, output B goes into 808 screamer and into 14 Zool noise gate, then into the amp. From the amp, FRI-Edge power station, I'm using it as an reactive load. Output from FRI-Edge goes to my UAD Apollo X8 audio interface, and then I'm using the Soldano plugins cabinet section because I want to use exactly the same cabinet mic the same way on both of these instances, so that this is as much as apples to apples comparison as it can be. So that's the real amplifier sound. Then output number A, it goes directly to high Z input of the said Apollo X8 interface, and there I have the Neural DSP's Soldano plugin. They are both open here in Pro Tools. I'm screen recording this and I'm sending the signal, directly to the outputs, and then I'm sending them to the mix bus, but there's nothing, these aren't affecting the tone. There's loop pack, and this is pre-faders, so it's pre these plugins, and the audio goes into loopback where I'm recording the audio straight from my Pro Tools. So the left one here, this is the plugin, and as you can see, I need to do a little bit this, the micing's exactly the same. I'm just gonna keep this like that so you'll know what I'm using. So this is the plugin, this is the real amp, and only the cabinet is being used. All the others are bypassed. Alright, cool. So let's start. First I'm gonna play something, and this is the real amp. That was a riff of a song from my latest solo album, HARDTONES. Can't actually remember the title right now. I remember the working title, but check out the album if you're interested. Links in the description for the streaming and also to CD and vinyl if you want to purchase those. Alright, then output A, and this time it's a plugin. Cool, they feel and sound to me really similar. Okay, I'm gonna switch back and forth, so I'm just gonna play some low E chunk. First the plugin. There's no difference. The plugin is actually a little bit louder. So the settings. Here is, you can see the settings. And what I have here is overdrive is 4.5. On that one is hair below 4. Low end is 6. On that one is hair below 7. Mids 4 on the plugin, mids 5. Treble 6 on the plugin, it's 6. Overdrive, the master is 5 on both. Presence is 7.5 here, 6 on the plugin. Depth is 6 here, 7.5 on the plugin. No, it's actually 5.5 here. So the real amp, this particular one, I'm gonna go to that through why I said this particular one. This has a little bit more bottom. So to match the sound, I needed to add a bit more bottom from the plugin, because I did this comparison. I wasn't having my camera. I did with my friend Roope here, who plays in Valovirta. When I was on vacation in Finland a few weeks ago, you might have seen the 80s, huge 80s guitar rig. So he has a Soldano. He has also this plugin, and his Soldano, it sounded exactly like the plugin, or vice versa, with the exact same settings. Because as you probably know, no two amps are exactly the same. You know, whatever tubes are in there, etc. This is completely new amp. I borrowed this from Music's, a local music store here in Switzerland. Thank you. Link in the description if you want to purchase this amp. And links to the Neural DSP side if you want to, you know, check out the plugin. So this particular amp has a bit more bottom than the plugin. But Roope's personal SLO amp was exactly like the plugin, which is pretty amazing. The feel is really, so now this is a real amp. This is plugin. I don't know what Neural DSP has done with these new X updates, but this is honestly the first time that I feel that, okay, they got it. The feel is exactly like on the real amp. There is a tiny bit of latency, but it's so small that us humans don't necessarily. I mean, if someone actually, you know, is able to feel that, well, I don't, and I've always been, and I am still really picky about that. So at this time and age, I think it's not anymore a question whether you should use real amp or plugin. It's just that whether I want to use this particular amp who sounds a certain way, or do I want to use this particular amp which just happens to be in a digital format who sounds a little bit different, but it's still Soldano SLO-100. Like I said, each man-made analog stuff, they will sound a little bit different from each other. The digital stuff, you put hundreds, thousands of these, it's the same. Alright, then let's check out the clean tones. So, normal channel here, neck pickup, nothing in front. Let me take the tube screamer off. So yeah, I forgot to say that this plugin I have here, the Soldano Overdrive 2, and on the real amp I have the TS808. This I felt was the closer of these two overdrives to my TS808. Okay, so now clean tones from the real amplifier. And let's switch to the plugin and let's disengage the overdrive and change this to normal channel, and I have the crunch settings, so it's set pretty much the same. Let's see. Conclusion. Neural DSP has nailed it. The plugin feels and sounds just like the real amp. Except that this plugin, well, the real amp, this particular real amp, has a bit more bottom. So I needed to dial the low end a little bit differently. And yeah, I have more depth here than what I have on the yeah. So basically this just has a bit more, this particular amp. Like I said, my friend Roope's particular SLO real one was set the same like this plugin. It sounded and felt exactly the same. Interesting times. I'm really, honestly, I'm blown away. This has never happened before. I've done videos about plugins and I've always said that great plugin, almost like real deal. This is the real deal. It's just in a digital format. Hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this interesting and informative. Until next time, take care. Cheers. Bye.